Today we've got a document camera for the teacher on a shoestring budget. It's the BR-200 from BexonRuihe, I think. I'm Rhino, and this is Rhino Stuff. So this is the BexonRuihe BR-200. We got our standard picture here in a standard cardboard box. It says it does work with Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Skype, and so on. We got Windows, Mac, and Chrome compatibility. On the back here, 1080p camera, 30 frames per second, sort of. And then we've got A3 shooting area, so it does shoot a little bit bigger than a regular size piece of paper. First thing out of the box, we've got an instruction manual. USB-A to USB-C adapter cable. And the goosenecked BR-200. Oh. So we got a little bit of a turning motion here on the lens. It says rotate to adjust clarity, so you can do manual focus. That's pretty nice. I like that a lot. Down here on the base, we do not have any buttons to go along with it, and you can see the USB cable is permanently attached. Bottom is nice and weighted, and you do have these 4 little rubber feeties to kind of keep it stable on your desk. I'm going to get the BR-200 hooked up. We're going to run it through OBS. We're going to run it through like a Google Meet, and we're going to use the visualizer software from iPivo, which is my go-to software when it comes to budget document cameras. Let's do that now. And this is the default right out of the box video and audio you get from the BR-200. The audio you're hearing right now is coming from the microphone built into this little 1080p camera on the BR-200, and the video, of course, is myself in a room. I've turned off all of the studio lights. All I've got right now is my ceiling fan with a couple of LED lights in it, and this is what you would look like. It's got a surprisingly neat, crisp picture, and I love the little focus ring right here because I can do a little Google thing and completely blur things out. I can talk like my voice, and I can talk like this, and then I can pretend that I'm being interviewed and it's a crime and blah, 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 blah. Well, that would be kind of silly. I'm pretty impressed with this. You can see there is a little bit of motion blur going on, so it's difficult to say if this is a true 30 frames per second. If I drop this down to 720p, I will likely get 30 frames per second. Does the computer detect it at 30 frames? Yes, it does. Is this perfectly acceptable if you were using this as a webcam for a Zoom or a Skype or whatever? Abso-stinkin-lutely. Especially the audio here. I'm very impressed with the audio from the little microphone built in. It's amazing how well these microphones have started picking up real voices over the past couple of years. If there's one good thing that came out of the 19, it's better microphones on inexpensive budget devices. Now here we are in the iPivo visualizer software. You can see I got my camera sitting right there, and there is much less lag. I love the visualizer software because it works so well with these document camera style cameras. I'm not saying OBS can't do it, but I am saying that the visualizer software here does it much better. So as always, try to run it through the visualizer unless you absolutely have to run it through OBS. So yeah, here we go. We got our book right here. It tells you everything you need to know about it. I'm going to use my features here in the visualizer software, and I'm going to do a little bit of zoom. You can see it zooms in just fine. If I find it a little bit blurry, I can use my fingers and kind of set it just right. And honestly, to me, with my poor old man eyes, that looks substantially better. So yeah, it was a little bit grainy before, but yeah, here we go. I used a little focus ring, and it made it look nice. I love a manual focus. I don't think I can stress that enough. I'm no longer using the audio built into this. I am using my fancy microphone up here. But you can see it works very well in the visualizer software. Now, I have done many, many videos in the past using just the visualizer software, so I don't think I'm going to get into that on this video. Let's just say links will be down there in the description for the visualizer software. Please install it. Be happy to use it. This is a pretty darn good budget camera. The BR-200, you got excellent video capabilities right out of the box. It has a very nice microphone, like shockingly good microphone. And that's a very good thing, especially if you're going to be using this camera here to record videos for lessons and upload them to YouTube and stuff. You want to have a good microphone built in. And let me switch my thing right here. Zoop. Now you can see me. There's my setup. Oh, oh. There we go. Now it's upright. I love the gooseneck thing. The gooseneck makes it all the worthwhile. So yeah, you can see I've got my little setup right here. Got another setup over here with a little video camera. Got another camera right here. Goosenecks are awesome. Now, I did mention that I would be using this in a Google Meet for you guys, and this is me in a Google Meet. My audio right now is coming through my good microphone, and if I was actually doing a Google Meet, I'd probably be using my good microphone. But here's what it sounds like to use this microphone. And here it is. Now you're getting the audio coming out of the microphone built into the BR-200, and this is what I would look like on a Google stream. I'm right here. I can point at the camera and show where I'm at. Yeah, I'm right there. And this is with all my studio lights on, so I am like extremely washed out and bright and very ghostly. If I was just in a normal room, I would look like this. And here I am in a normal room with normal room lights, and you can see even now I am a little bit washed out. So what could I do to fix that? In the visualizer software for my Pivo, brought it up again, you can change a bunch of settings and it actually saves those settings to the cameras. So keep that in mind if you're getting a little bit washed out. If you are going to run this through OBS, of course, there's tons of filters and things you can use in there as well. But yeah, this is just demonstrating that I work in a Google Meet. Like there's all the little icons down there at the bottom. I'm going to press this one right. And this has been the BR-200 from BexonRuihe. It's a very capable little 1080p document camera. It works very, very well as a webcam because it's got the exceptional microphone built in. I got nothing bad to say about this. For the price, you can't get anything better. I've said that before, but in this case, I think I really mean it. If you do spend a little bit more, you will get a little bit better, but at this price, this is pretty darn good. And it's totally Rhino approved. Check out the links down there in the description. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I will see you all later. Bye.